space, we see the market taking a bit of a dip. Bitcoin down approximately 4% and Ethereum down approximately 3%. And the rest of the crypto space, these altcoins are coming down to lower levels such as Cardano, ICP. We have Doge, Polkadot, Chainlink, and many others. In today's video, I want to talk about the general market. I want to use Bitcoin as a leading indicator. But more importantly, I want to talk about one altcoin, one project that is holding up strong despite the negativity. It looks pretty bullish. And that project is called Fantom. So you know what? Let's talk about the news, let's analyze the charts, and let's strategize to capitalize. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mike, and let's get right into it, guys. If you're new to the channel, welcome. On the channel, we talk about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the altcoins, looking for opportunities. Whether we go up or down, bearish or bullish, it doesn't matter. All we want to do is stay one step ahead of the market so that we can capitalize on any of the volatility. And if you appreciate the strategy, subscribe to the channel, click the bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, including the live streams at 8 p.m. EST, where we talk about crypto news and price action. Guys, if you have any projects you want me to cover here on the channel, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. You can hit me up on the socials. The links are in the description. Better yet, guys, join the Discord. The Discord is where it's at. Lots of good alpha, trade setups, fundamentals, and learning material. The best part is it's absolutely free. All right, guys, let's begin. Let's check out what's going on here with the top 100. We can see the market cap slightly coming down to about 2.4 trillion. A bit of volume to the upside. That means that the market is in consensus with this dip. What is causing this dip? You know, this is obviously, you know, some of us have this on our mind. What is actually causing this little, you know, dip to the downside? It's nothing major, guys. We see that even Bitcoin still above the 65,000, still doing good. Ethereum 2650, still not bad. And the rest of the market, you know, some projects are still going sideways, like Solana. Look, Solana's not doing anything really, and it's still within range. Yes, it's down approximately 2%, but no big deal. And as we keep on going down, let's refresh this to make sure that we got the latest and the greatest. Dogecoin coming down, obviously a bit of a dip there, 7.6%. And as we keep on going down, you do see that the market, the altcoins are rolling over just a little bit. But if you look at the percentages, we're not talking about double-digit dips. Now, could it be? Eventually, you never know. We could come down to a bit more of a lower level. If Bitcoin continues showing weakness, that is also very possible. But so far, we're doing pretty good. Honestly, like even BitTensor Tau showing some strength here, looking okay, going sideways. A few dips here and there, but nothing major. These stacks are still within range, still doing okay, not making a lower low just yet. What else do we have here? Filecoin rolling over and many others rolling over. Fantom is the project that I want to talk about today just a bit because really it's showing a lot of strength. Going sideways, not even flinching pretty much. You know, it's not even taking it. Thorchain Rune, even Thorchain, if you think about it, yes, it's down 5%, but look at the price action. It's not like it fell yet. It could fall, but it looks like it didn't. And if you look at everything else, like even Bonk is showing strength. The graph is not bad either. It's still within range. You look at this sideways price action. So before we jump the gun here, guys, we got to be aware of what's really happening here. Yes, the market is retracing a little bit. Nothing big. Are these buy the dip opportunities? Sure, you could start scaling in a little bit. Just understand that as we transition into the bullish sentiment, all these little dips are opportunities to scale in, right? We are not going to get major retracements. I don't think we're coming down to 886 retracements, right? We're going to have to be very happy with 0.382s, even 0.5 fibs, golden pocket retracements. These are all good levels of retracements that we need to take full advantage of as the market shows us strength. Look at Beam looking good. And there are some great projects going sideways despite the negativity. Even if you look at Brett, for example, it's still going sideways, still looking okay, still holding up. CFX going sideways, still looking okay. So that's the thing here, guys. Yes, there are some that are rolling over. Yes, there are some emotions now flying around. But the reality is, I think that Bitcoin could hold us some support, give us some support, and give the market an opportunity to recover just a bit. All right, guys, let's jump right into charts. I know you're here to talk about price action, so let's begin. Let's take a look at what's going on here with Bitcoin. Like I mentioned, Bitcoin has been coming down just a little bit, and as you can see on the daily, it's no big deal just yet, right? We're above the horizontal support that we've talked about in the past. We got that bull flag, we sprung to the upside, and here we are getting a rejection. Now, do we hold support again, or do we start breaking down? Let's look at this in a little bit more detail. Guys, we're going to take a look at Fantom obviously we're going to take a look at the Fantom chart, but I want to use Bitcoin as an indicator here, because if Bitcoin decides to come down further, and this was, you know, the higher high in comparison to this high, and it comes down further for even a higher low for that matter, right? It could be a deeper retracement than we expected. Although we have a lot of work to do still, even on lower time frames. So let's jump right onto the 4-hour here real quick. You can see that this horizontal level needs to be, you know, tested. We need to figure out whether Bitcoin is going to be holding this level as support, or if it's actually going to just, you know, get a bounce, or is it going to just break down through this little volume gap at the 200 daily EMA? Are we actually going to get that bounce, or what's going to be happening? The most important thing here is to realize that we need some sort of condition to be met. And the conditions that I look for is oversold. I need oversold conditions, even if it is on the 4-hour. Let's take a look here. You can see that volatility line is definitely oversold in an extreme way. Momentum on the 4-hour is already entering that oversold state. Could we get a bounce? Could we get a quick reaction, some support, even on the 200 EMA on the 4-hour? Horizontal support, the white line there. Previous support zones with lots of volume, lots of emotion. Are those areas going to act as a level of support? And if we do, it's likely that maybe we get a bounce and we go higher high, and this day is over. It does look like a bit of a Bart Simpson to the downside, you know. And yesterday we did talk about this little level that we were kind of going sideways, and at least we're very aware that it's very possible that we fall right back down. And obviously, as you can see, no harm done. Bitcoin is still looking okay. Now, if we look at the daily though, and you look at the momentum and the trend oscillator, you can see that we're pushing down. But you know, ultimately, we haven't gotten really overbought in a good while. Look at this, not even that overbought, not that overbought, and we're not even overbought right now. So maybe we do get a bounce and continue to the upside, and finally get overbought. Because if you look at this expansion, the green expansion, it does look like it's strong. It does look like it's not done yet. It does look like it's possible that we get overbought, and of course it's going to shake the market's going to want to shake people out and deleverage. Maybe this is what's causing this scenario. This is why we need this in this market at the current moment. And then as soon as that is all done and over with, we continue to the upside. One thing that you got to look at is the volume. This dip has very, very little volume. Look at that, very little, like nothing really, if you think about it. So I'm not really too worried. I'm not too worried. Now, if we get a nice bounce and continue to the upside, what I want you to think about, what is going to happen to the altcoins, guys? They are going to run. They are going to go absolutely wild. Now, one of the, obviously, the altcoins that I'm bullish on in the last little while is Fantom. Let's take a look at the Fantom chart. Fantom, despite the negativity, despite what Ethereum is doing, Ethereum is down approximately 2.5%. Bitcoin down approximately 3.3%. Fantom is in fact up 3.6% as we speak on the daily, which is really, really strong. Look at this structure that we're building here. Guys, this looks like a bull flag of some sort. Yeah, it is upward sloping, but I really don't think it's a wedge at this current moment. It's not long enough to suggest that, you know, maybe there's a trend that needs to be broken. We can get on lower time frames, and you can see what I mean. Like, okay, it's possible that maybe we break down here. It's also very possible that we continue running to the upside, and consider this some sort of flag. I've seen structures like this break out bullish before. Technically, yeah, there could be a bearish thesis. I can see how maybe we fall down and we hit maybe the top of the volume gap, maybe about 63 cents. Maybe we fall even lower, fall through and hold the 200 EMA here on the 4-hour as support as well, testing the previous horizontal support at about 54 cents. All that is very possible, right? A retracement down for a bit of a dip to around this level. But in the meantime, guys, why am I going to get bearish here? There's no reason, right? We can see the price action still holding very, very strong. And the volatility line is definitely pushing upwards. The orange line is pushing up. Momentum stuck in the chop zone, so let it do its thing. I would say that if you're going to do anything at the current moment, I think it's very important to understand your invalidation. If we break below these lows right here at 62 cents, guys, we're coming down. If we start breaking above, it's likely that we push for another higher high and maybe get overbought again. But just keep in mind that we came from overbought, and this is is the market's way of resetting itself. What a healthy way to reset itself when you see the price action grinding upwards and momentum is coming down to the chop zone and potentially going to get oversold while this thing goes sideways. Guys, that's so bullish. Ultimately, super, super bullish. And we're seeing that the rest of the market right now is pushing down while we see that the trend oscillator obviously is still bullish. Look at this. EMA is facing up, green histogram bars. Yes, we did pull back in the last little while. Let's go back to see what happened. But look at the price actions going totally against this momentum, this trend. You can see the trend is coming down. Each expansion is getting smaller and smaller. In fact, we got into the bearish side of things here on this expansion while the price is still making higher highs and higher lows. Bullish. Fantom right now is still bullish. So let's see what happens here on a response from the bulls. As soon as the market decides to respond and Bitcoin gets its bounce, Ethereum gets its bounce, what do you think is going to happen to Fantom? Given the stance that it is currently, I think Fantom is going to break out. I think Fantom is going to show a lot of strength. However, if we see Bitcoin and Ethereum continue to show weakness and break below those horizontals that we discussed a few minutes ago, it's likely that Fantom continues coming down. So we have to keep our invalidations very, very clear. If we start breaking trends and start breaking structure, breaking below previous lows, it's not a good look. Yes, we could come down and snap to about 54 cents, maybe a little lower, depending on, the strength in that move. But ultimately, Fantom is still looking really, really, really good. All right, guys, so ultimately I'm going to be waiting for some indications of divergence on lower time frames. Here we're talking about the 4-hour. There's nothing really major to be concerned about, but as soon as we do break out to the upside, guys, I would be considering to de-risk a little bit if you're overexposed in some of these altcoins, even Fantom, because Fantom has done a great job. Just keep in mind there's an update around the corner that could bring some more bullishness into Fantom. And look at this pivot point structure that we got here. Let's go into the daily quick. Look at this, guys. This is why Fantom is looking super, super strong. Bullish divergence, follow through, inverse head and shoulder, break of the neckline, impulsive move. Now some sort of consolidation. Yes, it could break down, but it could also break to the upside. I've seen them happen before, so keep those invalidations clear. Guys, if I've offered you any value in this video, do the channel a massive favor. Slap the like button. It does really help out with the algorithm. If you want to follow me on the socials, the links are in the description below. Feel free to join the Discord, guys. The Discord is where it's at. Lots of good alpha, trade setups, fundamentals, and learning material. The best part is it's absolutely free. Take care, guys. Have a good one. And don't forget, buy the dip.